Imagine a world without smartphones, video games, or the internet, where imagination was the ultimate playground. In this video, we're taking a nostalgic journey back to the groovy 1960s, uncovering the quirky, unforgettable activities that defined childhood then. Get ready to be amazed by the things we did in the 1960s that kids today will never understand. From playing outside until the streetlights came on, to gathering around the family radio for the latest episode of a favorite show, the 60s were filled with experiences that shaped a generation. Let's get this video started. Number 1. Watching newsreels at the cinema. Before 24-hour news channels, newsreels were shown in cinemas before the main feature film. These short news segments kept people informed about world events. Kids today might find the concept of going to the movies for both entertainment and news unusual. Number 2. Listening to the radio. Before television and the internet dominated, families gathered around the radio to listen to their favorite shows. Whether it was a thrilling mystery, a comedy skit, or the latest hits on a music station, the radio was a central part of home entertainment. Kids today might find it hard to imagine a time when visual media wasn't the primary source of entertainment. Number 3. Building soapbox derby cars. Many kids of the 60s participated in soapbox derbies, building their gravity-powered cars to race down local hills. This activity involved hands-on skills, teamwork, and a sense of accomplishment when the car was finally ready to race. The thrill of competition and the pride in their craftsmanship are experiences kids today might miss out on. Number 4. Handwritten letters and pen pals. Before the age of email and instant messaging, writing letters by hand was a common practice. Children often had pen pals from different parts of the country or even the world, exchanging letters and learning about different cultures and lifestyles. The anticipation of receiving a letter in the mail was a joy that kids today may never fully grasp. Number 5. Playing outside until dark. In the 60s, kids spent most of their free time outdoors, with no smartphones or tablets to keep them entertained. They made the most of their surroundings. From playing tag and hide and seek to riding bikes and building forts, children were outside until the streetlights came on, which was the universal signal to head home. Number 6. Saturday morning cartoons. Television was relatively new in the 60s, and Saturday morning cartoons were a cherished tradition. Shows like The Flintstones and The Jetsons were eagerly awaited all week. Unlike today, where cartoons are available on demand, children must wait for their favorite shows to air, making the experience even more special. Number 7. Reading comic books. Comic books were a significant source of entertainment in the 60s. Characters like Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man captivated young minds and inspired countless hours of imaginative play. These colorful stories were often traded among friends, and their well-worn pages told tales worth repeating. Number 8. Making your fun. Without the distractions of digital devices, kids in the 60s often had to create entertainment. This could mean anything from organizing neighborhood games to putting on homemade plays. Imagination was the key, and children learned to entertain themselves creatively. Number 9. Using payphones. In an age before cell phones, payphones were essential for making calls away from home. Kids carried coins to call their parents or friends, and knowing where the nearest payphone was could be crucial. Today, with the ubiquity of mobile phones, the concept of a payphone is almost obsolete. Number 10. Collecting trading cards. Collecting and trading cards was a popular hobby, whether baseball cards, movie star cards, or comic book characters. Kids would spend hours swapping cards with friends, trying to complete their collections. This pastime provided entertainment, a sense of community, and shared interests. Number 11. Watching black and white TV. Color television didn't become widespread until the late 1960s, so many children grew up watching shows in black and white. Programs like Leave It to Beaver, The Twilight Zone, and I Love Lucy were enjoyed without the vibrant colors we take for granted today. The simplicity of black and white TV is something kids now might find hard to appreciate. Number 12. Vinyl records and record players. Listening to music in the 1960s meant playing vinyl records on a turntable. The act of carefully placing the needle on the record and hearing the crackle before the music started was an experience in itself. Vinyl has made a comeback in recent years, but the way it was integrated into daily life in the 1960s is truly unique. Number 13, using encyclopedias for research. Before the internet, encyclopedias were the primary source of school research. Kids would spend hours flipping through the pages of these massive books to find information for their homework. The tactile experience of using encyclopedias is vastly different from today's quick digital searches. Number 14, developing film. Taking photos in the 60s required film, which had to be developed at a local shop. The excitement of picking up printed photos after waiting days, or even weeks, is something today's instant photo culture lacks. Kids now might find it hard to imagine when you couldn't see your photos immediately. Number 15, playing board games and puzzles. Board games and puzzles were a staple of family entertainment in the 60s. Games like Monopoly, Scrabble, and Clue provided hours of fun without screens. Completing a jigsaw puzzle was a popular way for families to bond and spend time together. Number 16, manual typewriters. Typing was done on manual typewriters, which required significant finger strength and accuracy. There was no backspace or delete key. Mistakes were corrected with whiteout or starting over. The physicality and permanence of typing on a typewriter are worlds apart from modern keyboards. Number 17, collecting stamps. Stamp collecting was a popular hobby in the 60s, teaching kids about geography, history, and art. Each stamp was a miniature work of art and a getaway to learning about different countries and cultures. The patience and care in collecting stamps are often lost in today's fast-paced digital hobbies. Number 18, homemade school projects. School projects often involved building models, dioramas, and other hands-on creations. Without access to digital presentations, kids used their creativity and crafting skills to bring their projects to life. The satisfaction of creating something tangible and unique was a big part of the educational experience. Number 19, listening to story records. Before audiobooks, children listened to story records on their record players. These vinyl records featured narrated stories, often accompanied by music and sound effects. Gathering around to listen to a favorite story was a cherished activity that combined the magic of storytelling with the novelty of recorded sound. Number 20, playing marbles. Marbles were a popular pastime for children in the 60s. Kids would gather to play various games involving these small, colorful glass balls. Winning a friend's prize marble in a game was a big deal, and the sound of marbles clinking together is a nostalgic memory for many. Number 21, watching drive-in movies. Drive-in theaters were a popular way to watch movies, combining the excitement of cinema with the comfort of one's car. Families and friends would gather under the stars, often bringing snacks and enjoying double features. The communal and outdoor aspects of drive-ins created a unique movie-watching experience. Number 22, playing with hula hoops. Hula hoops were a widespread craze in the 60s. Kids would spend hours spinning the plastic hoops around their waists, arms, or legs. This simple toy provided endless entertainment and physical activity, fostering coordination and fun. Number 23, exploring the local library. The local library was a treasure trove of knowledge and adventure for children in the 60s. Kids would spend hours browsing books, exploring new worlds, and discovering new interests. The quiet, contemplative environment of the library, coupled with the joy of finding a new favorite book, is an experience that digital media can't quite replicate. The 1960s were a time of ingenuity, creativity, and simple pleasures. While modern technology has brought incredible advancements and conveniences, there's a certain charm to how kids entertained themselves back then. These experiences, though seemingly outdated, played a significant role in shaping the lives of those who grew up in that vibrant decade. For kids today, understanding these pastimes offers a fascinating glimpse into a world before the digital age. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.